Bill.
Well, my money stayed the same.
Let's have our veterans and come aboard before we bring aboard our color guard. We have some lovely benches and tables over here, so if some of you want to come over to this side and sit, I'm not sure how the wind is over here. Can everybody hear me? 2-minute warning.
Question granted. Guard, right, face. Order, arm. Parade, rest.
Welcome everyone to the USS Cod Submarine Memorial. It's a great honor to have you here on this important day in our history. Let us begin with our national anthem.
Guard, stand, check. Reset, arm.
Thank you. I'd like to begin with some thank yous. First of all, I want to thank the greatest submarine memorial crew in the world, my crew, for all the work they've done in the restoration and maintenance of USS Cod as a National Historic Landmark and a memorial to our veterans, as well as their help today. I also want to thank the American Legion Post 572 Color Guard. They will do the honors for our gun salute, and it's always a great honor to have them down here and participating in our ceremony. I also want to recognize members of Cod Base USS VI, also Catholic War veterans, the VFW, and everyone else here that's come down on this day to remember the fallen. It is a joint organization program here, and it doesn't happen without your participation. So thank you all for being here. Thank you to God for this incredible weather. And on that note, I'm going to turn the microphone over to our chaplain, Wayne Maltz of the Cod Base.
Please uncover. Lord, I just want to say this is a wonderful time, a wonderful remembrance of 81 years ago. We didn't forget 3,000, over 3,000 were lost. And here we are, such a diverse group living in freedom. I see Ford out there. I see Orange out there. I see some Ukrainian war vets, the DAV, VFW, American Legion. So many diverse people, and they're here. And I just wanted to say, Lord, protect them on their journeys today and tomorrow, and on their ventures and their journeys wherever they may go. In your name, Jesus, amen.
Thank you, Wayne, and thank you for having better vision. I have tunnel vision, so he was able to give a recognition to all of the veteran groups that I missed out on. I just want to keep it brief, and I do want to say that the importance of remembering should never be under, well, we should always remember our history. Let's just leave it at that. USS Cod is a wonderful representation of the price that Americans paid for their freedom in World War II. Not just the $9 million to build her and the thousands of men and women that constructed her, the brave crewmen that took her on 7 war patrols, but the fact that she represents the arsenal of democracy, the investment that we made to ensure our freedom. Sadly, today, too many people forget that our freedom isn't free, but came at a terrible cost. Hopefully, during our open season, which is now basically year-round, they'll have an opportunity to come down, touch the boat, experience a little bit of what it must have been like for sailors underwater, under combat conditions. Perhaps they'll go home and that'll germinate, and they'll have a greater, deeper appreciation of the sacrifices made in their honor. And I think someone who is much more experienced in that, Chief Blind, I'd like to invite him up and offer some remarks.
Thank you for having me here. Pearl Harbor Day. In 1969, as a young sailor, my Uncle Sam gave me an all-expense-paid cruise to Southeast Asia. On that 9-month cruise, I learned 2 great things about America. First, I went through the Panama Canal, and I learned that America can do anything it sets its mind to. Secondly, I sailed into Pearl Harbor, rendering honors at the USS Arizona, which is still a commissioned United States warship till today. And I learned that even though the Japanese had planned on delivering a knockout punch to the American fleet at Pearl Harbor, all they did was throw a mighty small jab, because we came back with a haymaker that knocked them out of the war after 4 long years. America can do anything it sets its mind to, and we can overcome anything anybody throws at us. And this is a great day for America to remember Pearl Harbor 82 years ago, when we survived a surprise attack to go back and win the war later on. Thank you.
And now it's my honor to invite Chris Yeager of the Cod base, United States Submarine Veterans Incorporated, to come up and say a few words. Chris?
Good morning, everybody. I'm with the USS Cod base, United States Submarine Veterans. We're a group here in Cleveland, and actually nationally, that we're all submarine veterans, and our mission is to perpetuate the memory of everyone that came before us on the silent service. What's unique about our particular base is the fact that we have the USS Cod, which is our base is named after here, to be able to look every day when we come down for our meetings at usually Burke Lakefront Airport, and remember, especially as we remember Pearl Harbor today, remember the sacrifice that all of the submarine veterans before us gave during World War II. Now, some interesting facts is that during World War II, the submarine force accounted for more than half of the tonnage sunk in the Pacific War. For such a small group of sailors and service members versus other groups, and it's a unique place that we have as the submarine veterans to remember that every time we have a meeting, and to keep that memory alive, so that we can, as Paula had mentioned about looking out at everybody and seeing the freedoms we enjoy, remembering what it took to get that. That's all I really want to say. If you have a chance to come down and see the Cod, please do, and please remember that sacrifice we had.
Also, I'd like to point out that Cleveland is honored. Next year, we are going to be host for the National Convention of the USS VI. I know somewhere here we have Bill Sink, who's one of my crewmen and also a member of USS VI, and he's been very busy, along with other members of the base, in the groundwork and preparation for thousands of submarine veterans coming to Cleveland next summer in August. So there'll be a lot more submariners in August down here, so be warned. It's now the point in the program where I want to invite our Wreath detail. Now, before they come aboard, I'd like to give a big thanks to my crewman, Samantha Shadler, and who is down here representing both her school group, our students here, as well as the Daughters of the American Revolution. She is handling our Wreath honor group, so please bring the Wreath aboard. The Wreath honors the dead of Pearl Harbor. In the aftermath of the Day of Infamy, flower leis, which are so common to Hawaii, were cast in the water because there were still so many bodies being recovered. So our Wreath today will remember those fallen. Now hold on. They will cast a wreath on my command, but I want to give opportunity to our media to come aboard and position themselves to, if they wish, to record the wreath. In the back.
Order, arms. Grade, rest. Halt. Guard, attention. Fall out completion brass.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our service today. Let us go forth and throughout this day and the coming days, let's remember the sacrifices of our veterans across the world through time. Thank you.
We won't hold it against you, but I would like to have held it for a few minutes. Just keep your hands.
Throw the wreath over?
Yes.
Don't. Yeah, you know what? Use the ladder. Joe, why don't you get the
Don't pick them